Life's no fun with a flat tire, but I'm going to show you guys a tip to help make your tubes, your tires, puncture resistant. And a lot of people know this, but a lot of people don't. So I thought I'd throw up a quick video. And that's about tubes and making so they're less susceptible to being punctured. They do sell tubes out there that have a thicker built-in chunk of rubber all the way around the outside. Or they do sell puncture resistant material, you know, for, I don't know, 20 bucks or something that you could actually insert on the inside of the tire to actually keep the tires from puncturing. But anytime you ever kill a tube, after you've put so many patches you can't put it back together. I mean, this tube right here has 10 patches, but it still got a long life. It's not until it gets a huge hole that it's actually junk. Is anytime there's an extra tube, keep it. Here I have some old junk tubes. They were dry rotted inside of a bike, and so I took them out. They actually got, you know, where they were folded over, there's actually a split like on the seam, you know, so no good. Can't fix that. There's too many of them. Is what you do is you actually take the old tube, doesn't even have to be the same size, can be bigger, can be smaller, whatever you have, and cut it, and then split it down the middle so that you end up with essentially a flat sheet. Most tubes even give you lines. Go right between these two lines where they molded it. Makes it simple to cut it. Cuts like butter, full of talc. See that split? Dry rot. And this is generally thicker than the puncture resistant tubes that you can buy. Is all we're doing is we're going to lay this around the outside of it. Around the entire outside is going to encase it, and essentially it's going to double, triple the ability for thorns to be, the lack of ability for thorns to be able to puncture your tire. And having a second layer means that the thorn will actually push through, but a lot of times it will deflect on the second layer and it actually won't go through. So even though it's just 2 times thicker, it actually gives you about 2 to 3 times the protection. So we can do that and just throw that around, and then we can put it in here, but you generally put this in first. Great little tip, or just cut it down thinner, use a thinner strip. It's not quite as easy because it curves a little bit, but generally I like to throw it in the tire first. So we'll just throw the tire on the rim real fast. We just want to lay it on the tire itself, tuck it in there, and as we tuck it in, yeah, let's get to the valve part right there. This is just barely partially inflated. That makes it easier. We'll also start tucking in the tube, you know, wrap it around, tuck it in just so it sits on top. We can pump that up, and this is less patches I got to put on from an old junk tube. You can also do stuff like the slime. Don't buy the slime filled tubes, just inject your own slime. You know, you can buy a tube for pretty darn cheap, for, you know, a small bottle for 10 bucks, and fill them up yourself. But I'll put this on the bike. Kids will be happy. Next video I'm going to do is actually going to be about wheelbarrow tires. I was going to do that one first. You know, so if you have a wheelbarrow that loses air, go watch that one. Well, it's not made yet, but I'll make that next. I'll put a link to it. But thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. See you soon. Bye.